Hi, I'm Dr. Bobby Bennett with BodyWise Chiropractic, and today we're going to go over a lower trap activation exercise. A wall is a really great prop to use during this exercise because what we're trying to do is activate the muscles that are real low down here in your back. So if you think of finding the bottom part of your shoulder blade, these are the muscles that we're trying to activate. If we can get strength here, it's going to take some of the pressure off that upper trap muscle, which is going to help out with a lot of the neck strain that I see here in my office. So Kathy's got her arm up on the wall. This is more just for the feeling of kind of grounding your hand. And you also want to kind of think of your entire arm shifting back as you do this activation exercise. We don't want to use the shoulder muscles up in here. We don't want to use our arm muscles. We're strictly using this part of our back to shift this entire arm backwards. The mistake that most people make when they first start doing this exercise is they try to do too much. What you want to focus on is just a small activation. This is not a strength building exercise, it's activating the muscle, it's just waking it up. So your brain remembers that it's here. So that activation exercise may be just the tiniest little movement when you start this. And as you get better and stronger, you're going to notice that this muscle activates a lot easier. So for Kathy, when she starts, maybe she barely feels this muscle move as she kind of squeezes that shoulder blade in. And she can also take her other hand and she can put that back here and just place it over the top of this. This is going to send a signal to your brain that just kind of wakes it up. It says, use me, use me. So if you feel like you're having a hard time activating that muscle, you can either do this yourself or you can have a friend or family member put their hand here and just kind of stimulate that muscle as you're trying to activate it. So go ahead, Kathy, and think of pulling that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Good. You want to pause and then go ahead and relax and repeat. And you can do this anywhere that you can put your arm up on a wall, or you can also do this without the wall once you get a little bit more accustomed to it. And even when you're sitting in a chair, you don't need any props really to work on this exercise. So start by doing maybe 8 to 10. You want to make sure that you're doing both sides independently of one another, because you may have more strength than one side. And so if you do this exercise one side at a time, you're going to build balanced strength. As you get stronger and you feel like this activation becomes easier, you can actually add in a band. You can tie it to a doorknob. And so instead of just having your hand up in the sky, you can just think of slowly pulling a band in. You're going to build more strength in this area. And that is a lower trap activation exercise.